I had it covered. I told him he was having tech diffs.
Now what's happening here? There we go. I think we're on now.
Are we
Hey,
on?
hey, hey, folks.
Howdy, everybody.
I see Brett and Cheryl and well, that JT fellow. I don't know about him.
I heard he's a bastard.
Not always a nice guy, I heard.
But, you scratch him behind the ear every once in a while. He might lick you.
So I'd just like to start off by saying prayers to all the lost in the floods and everywhere, from Carolina to Texas.
Yep.
It's pretty shitty with the controversy and
Oh,
the
hell.
politics.
Never let a good crisis go to waste.
That's
Guess who's
true.
already down there? The Clinton Foundation. Chelsea man. She showed up.
Goody.
Remember Haiti?
Yeah, I'm sure they do too.
Yeah. Because they actually got a hell of a lot more done when there was no government getting in their way down there. Let's check up on a news real quick. Oh, there's your dragon eye.
There's my dragon. He ain't gone very far.
That a lion eye. Wow. You're magic. You're like the Harkonnens. You got one of those floaty suits.
Magic.
I need one.
Okay.
Tim.
I'll make a call tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I wonder if there's been an update on that standoff out there in California.
No, I haven't seen one.
The farm raid.
The farm, yeah.
I was watching a couple hours ago. People were standing in the street trying to block the highway.
How long is it going to be before they just kill somebody?
It's already getting close, dude. Remember they shot the one down there in Texas?
Oh, no, no, I mean an automobile. One of these people are going to go, hey, people can run people over now, and somebody's going to die.
Yeah. Well, the marshals and the FBI and the police are doing the running over right now. But they're also, improvising little tire poppers and things like that. Giant 16 penny nails in a pipe.
Yep. But
Shit
I don't
like
understand what you think my reaction should be when you surround my car and start beating on it. Screaming at me, telling me you're going to kill me. I don't know what you think my reaction's going to be. Oh, okay, let me come out.
Jim, your answer should have been in with the first part. They were willing to do that shit to federal agents.
Yeah. But it just
with
boggles my
guns.
mind. They don't want to get run over, but what do you think my reaction's going to be? I mean, you really don't think I'm going to jump out to a mob beating on my car?
When I was a kid, when I was taught about the highways, you don't play in the highway. You save that for the strange kid down the block that nobody liked.
They taught that to us the first day we had to walk to school. Don't play on the road.
Shoot, man, we had ball games, man. I remember. Car.
Yep, game on. Game on.
Football. Car. But yeah, man, it still kind of freaks me out. You get in a neighborhood somewhere and shit. You'd think you'd hear kids more often.
Yep.
But no, man, it's almost deadly quiet.
They're all online playing them games.
Well, maybe the ice cream man's just waiting for the right moment.
Oh, you mean the soy-based imitation dairy product?
No, the ice cream man, he'll put you in a movie. Huh? It's almost. Yeah, it's at 86. So what's going on in the news?
Oh man, Dylan's awake.
Probably not.
Well, he's in chat, so either that or he's
Uh,
sleep chatting.
Yeah, he's butt chatting. So I was scrolling through crap this morning, and they say today we lost 3 seconds.
3
3 seconds.
due to.
I don't know. I usually don't read those things after that.
Oh, I don't know if it's
Yeah,
cosmic adjustment or if the Earth slowed down or sped up.
I think they were going with the fact that you got to speed up, because of the CO2s and
Oh,
stuff.
is that? Yeah, lubing up the atmosphere.
Oh man, put down a little bleach. Those dragsters, man, them tires put out nice, pretty smoke.
Yep.
Oh, what about Lee Zeldin? He come out today and said he's going to release all the information the government has on chemtrails, geoengineering, cloud seeding, all of it.
Like the Epstein files. All of it.
Yep,
Really?
all of it.
Really?
Well, it might have alien stuff in it, dude. You
Really?
think about
No.
that?
Fuck the aliens. I'm so pissed off at them.
I showed you that picture, explained why. That was from back in the
Oh,
80s
that's
when Joe
true. I
met the.
mean, and then
Oh,
we
it
got the
was Joe
liberals. I'm
Biden.
sure they're looking down, going, "Fuck no, I ain't going down there."
What was it parents used to say if you dropped it out the back window? I'm not going back to get that.
Yeah. No, they think they're not going back to get it, and they resist, and they get further and further away just so they have to turn around because the kid won't shut the fuck up.
Hey, I'll have you know, I come from a family. They sit the kids out in the center median and a 4 lane expressway. Told them to stay there. Well, they stayed there.
They stayed there.
So, back when there was no seat belts in the car other than mom or dad.
Yeah. Yeah, if mom's arm weren't strong enough, man, you deserve to die.
The car was full of kids. Everybody's fighting. Mom smoking a cigarette and drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but we used to fight who got to sit in the way back of the station wagon or the back of the pickup.
That was a big thing, wasn't it?
It
Did you
was.
learn how to crawl down underneath that fold down seat and hide?
Yeah.
Of course, you had to. No, mom had a Pontiac Safari station wagon.
I had a big old
I rolled that son of a bitch the night before my 16th birthday.
damn. Oh, I think I've only had
Fun times.
yeah, I've only had 3 accidents.
Hey, can you bump up your mic a little bit more, please?
Bump up my mic a little more.
Oh, well, or get it closer to you.
I probably got it closer to me. I don't like these new settings. Yeah, no, I can't bump it up anymore. Holy shit! Have you checked out these?
Huh?
Have you checked out the new the new configuration in here?
Uh-uh.
I don't like it. I don't like it a bit.
Damn it, Dylan.
Yeah, that's got to be better.
There you
Took me a minute, but I found the right setting.
go. So it seems that old boy that does the cloud seeding that was making the rounds in the interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
He, well, I'm beginning, the more and more I listen to him, I'm beginning to think he was right. He had nothing to do with the floods in Texas.
Okay.
He's exonerated, and now they're doxing him and shit and fucking with his family and crap.
I don't get this whole doxing thing. I think for every one person they dox, I think 10 of them should.
Yeah, but they still haven't done anything about that great big doxing deal they were doing here a few months ago.
Oh, on ice?
No, not ICE. The influencers, the conservative
Oh,
influencers.
yeah. Yeah, well, I don't care about influencers.
Yeah, but they're people too, whether we like them or not. Doesn't mean we can't feed them to the lions.
That's true.
Lions need love too.
Oh. So I haven't
I'll tell
heard too
you
much
what.
pushback on Alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, what was it? Gator Gitmo.
Gator Gitmo, yeah. But everybody and their brother wanted to raise hell about it, but I guess they can't find a whole lot wrong with it.
Yeah, well, they say there's flooding going on down there.
Well, oh well. So they walk around and their feet ain't get
Yeah.
wet.
Hey,
Rubber
I
boots.
want him to dox the old boy that was crying because the mosquitoes was biting his
Yeah,
face.
yeah. No,
You're in
nothing
Florida.
will beat that. The only thing I can say is retard. That Judge Joe, he has the tent city, Rapo there, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Arpaio.
Yeah, Pio. Okay, they were doing an interview with some of the inmates, and it was a documentary. And one of the kids was sitting there, and he was talking about the rules. You can't sit on your bunk. You can't do that. You gotta, be respectful. It's like we're in prison.
Because you are
I'm
in
telling you, it
prison.
was just one of them. Huh? Did you just say what I think you said?
Now
Man,
you know why nobody questioned when John Kerry said we're going to have to get rid of half the farms to feed the world.
yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
the people will starve.
I'm still shaking my head on that one.
Yeah, but I imagine he's still tied up with the Hines family.
Yeah.
You know, when I found that out, I really didn't want to know what was in the 57 flavors. But his wife, she was crazy. Ha ha, who, real crazy.
Heinz, that's about one of the stories I don't know because I watch a lot of that, the food that built America, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think I've watched a Heinz one yet. At KFC, the fucking colonel killed somebody in the early days. There was a shootout over
No.
turf.
Yeah. Well, it was a little rough back in the olden times.
Chicken, man. It's chicken.
Man got to do what a man got to do. You'd rather have been Mahmoud's lamb.
That's like the poor boy who developed buffalo sauce. He didn't get the credit.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
There was a feed on that farm out there in Camarillo. I was right along Laguna Road. They're firing smoke at them, but it didn't tell. I don't see a timestamp.
Huh.
She had that Camarillo Brillo, flaming out along the head.
Okay.
Of course. Oh, so now the Palestinians are walking into museums, spray painting and slicing paintings.
Well, because nothing says follow my cause because I destroy things.
Well, Tallulah says this has to stop.
I don't know. I just think, if you just invited the right people to the party, you could fix a lot of things.
Oh, this is true.
And you really wouldn't have to piss a lot of people off. Not unless it's fun,
But, dude, we haven't really had a calm down period since the coup.
You're right.
And people have gotten much easier to anger now
Yeah.
since then. I can't do this. I got to take this off. It's too hot. Sorry.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean,
We really haven't. It's like plot on, little trooper, plot
yeah,
on.
yeah. The ones that were abused during COVID and then shit on after COVID and everything still balls to the wall trying to recover. And some people still
It's
ain't dug out of the hole.
and it's just starting to really hit and sink into these people. Going into doctors' offices at a young age with myocarditis and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's picking up.
And it's starting to hit them that why, how, and who did this to you.
Oh yes, we have no idea. What could it have been? Maybe it was that comet.
Couldn't have been the shot you got in the parking lot from the guy who was flipping burgers last week for a
Well,
donut.
it come with fries, free fries.
I'm gonna get mine.
Mines.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe that. If you got to be bribed to take a drug, this is the shit they taught us in grade school. If somebody's nice to you and offers you something that you don't recognize, it's classic.
Yeah. Don't accept just one piece of candy to get in the man's van.
Oh, I can remember looking back. We didn't know it at the time, but we met our first pervert when we were all probably 11, 12 years old. We were down the lake,
Oh,
playing on the lake shore, and this guy was sitting up in the parking lot in his van, a van, of course, and he honked his horn and waved us over. He tried to pay us $1 each to take our shirts off and wrestle. No, we didn't fall for that shit.
girls pay $2.
There was no girls in sight though. No, we were smart about that. But we didn't realize it, but looking back, now as an adult looking back, that guy was a pervert. Because he was going to, then I can see it. He was going to offer us to, wipe off in his van. I got a towel, come here. Oh, I could see it now. Fucking pervert.
Oh man, guess what I read? Maxine Waters, what was it? Her grandson was busted uh, smuggling people in.
Oh! Maybe that'll shut
Yeah,
that
okay.
mouth. No, somehow I don't think that'll shut her up.
Well, she'd be drinking that gin.
Yeah, it's funny how the holier than thou have the worst fucking family.
Yeah. The one that gets me is fucking Charlize Theron talking about her three queer kids.
Oh,
Dude, didn't she adopt them?
I don't know. I don't really.
Yes. These people are sick.
Yeah, but they even go as far as my dog's transsexual, my dog's gay. No.
Dude, the woman with the rainbow hair sitting there waiting to get permission from her dog to get up and leave work.
Oh Jesus. I saw the one that waited for permission to put the leash on to go for a walk. I can't
Was
just
he a good
assume that
boy?
I can leash him. He has to ask for it. The guy has to pee. Just hook him up and go. You're giving an animal a little more credit than they deserve. They don't have that comprehension. My favorite is the vegan dogs. My dog's vegan. He prefers vegan. And then they give him the bowl test. Bowl of meat, bowl of vegetables. And I've never seen one go to the vegetables.
Yeah. So that dog got pissed off because I kept sticking the meat out there, letting him smell it, and just as he's getting ready to bite it, switch it with broccoli.
I've seen those videos, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, don't do that. That's me.
Oh, I'd bite you.
And remember, they'll be up while you're asleep at night.
Yep.
I've seen enough of those movies. I know exactly what happens.
And someday you're going to have a medical emergency. And that dog is going to look at you and go, I could go for help or I could wait and have a feast. I kind of want to be nice to that dog. Make that dog want to go get help.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, we did grow up seeing the jerk.
Yeah.
His name should be Shithead.
I'm going to name you Hero. Oh, sorry, Dylan. It's only one of the greatest movies ever made. Communist bastard never saw the jerk.
Man, I think there'll be charges for that. You see, now he's talking about damn voodoo dolls again and shit. What do you think this is, New Orleans?
Well, Cheryl's been making voodoo dolls of him. And I'm hoping her skills are getting finally honed because that would be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it would. But what if you could hook up like a little shock collar that went with the voodoo doll?
That would be neat. Too bad they didn't work. I could make a few of them. But I guess they
How
do
about
work if you believe in them. You know what I'm saying? If you say, I got your voodoo doll, and I believe in it, I guess they do work to an
oh
extent.
yeah, but remember the story of a vampire. He won't fuck with you until you invite him in.
Yeah.
Besides, didn't you ever watch Supernatural?
Oh my God, the whiny little Winchester brothers.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was a good show. It's just they needed to tone down the emotions a few notches.
Dang it, I told Chuck about that song the other day, and now that's my fucking earwig for the year, I guess.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be the cause to make it worse.
I said, there ain't nothing sad about it. It's actually a good song.
Yeah, but I don't want to make it worse and keep it in your head. I don't want to be the cause of that because I hate that.
No, I have to let it out.
Oh well,
See,
let it out. Sing.
man, I believe my bleed off valve's stuck again.
Just take that screwdriver
No,
and jam it real hard.
exactly. Oh, don't forget you can put WD-40 on it. Hit it with a hammer.
Oh, WD-40 fix everything. And if you
And so,
don't have an air hose and you got two plastic pails stuck together, you can squirt a little WD in between them, and that'll free them. But now you've contaminated your buckets. Now you can't use it for potable water. But
yeah, but if you just want to pop off some stuff and make some noise, get you some methane, put it in one of them plastic gallon containers.
oh no, oh geez, I know a
Yeah.
guy who we used to take trash bags, plastic trash bags, and fill them full of acetylene and tie a fuse to it and let them go. And what a boom! Oh my God, what a boom! But the problem is, static electricity's a bitch. He was filling that up, and that fucking thing blew up right here beside his head. Burned his whole
Oh
side of his
man.
head. I mean, he still can't grow eyebrows.
Huh? And you know what they say.
He was a
I've,
hurting unit,
oh, sure it is.
and he was a
I'm
weird
gonna
one
pull
too.
this up here for us, Jim.
Huh?
I'm gonna put this here on the screen.
Yeah, you're good. I had to go to the secondary screen tonight. I don't know what happened to my computer.
Well, because I know you had to punch the button.
Yeah, not tonight. I'm already on that screen.
All right.
What do we got? Oh yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah. Till about there.
Till about there. Yeah.
Now they say he was reportedly okay.
Yeah,
But hey, you know,
he probably hurt pride more than anything else. Yeah.
I can see my brother flying one of those into a tree, you know.
I could see me going into a tree, but I would know better about lines. I would know my route before I went, especially up a river, because you know there's gonna be a line or a bridge or an old abutment, something.
Oh yeah.
But that would be back in my younger days. I would have done something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't they just have a famous hang glider die? I know they had a squirrel suit guy die, and I thought they had a hang glider die soon after.
Is that?
I want to say down in Brazil.
Huh.
Some competition. They were professionals. They weren't like you or me just said, hey, let's go rent one for the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think that was his name. There was a UFC fighter that was getting into drag racing, had to be taken to the hospital during
Oh no,
practice.
that ain't good.
I forget which one it was. It was one of the more famous ones.
Oh no, I didn't hear. I'll have to ask my brother. That's too bad. I don't like to see somebody get hurt doing something I love. But then again,
No,
you kind of ask for it when you're going, what, 5,000 miles an hour and a quarter mile.
oh yeah.
You touch that gas
No,
nose, you see a sky. Yeah, no, that ain't cool.
but you got to give it to them. If they're doing the thing they love when they go out that way,
Yeah,
well, go out doing the thing you love. Hell yeah.
hell yeah. As long as I got my boots on, I'm good.
Then I get a tickle in my nerves. Oh, dang it. They sidetracked me.
I sidetracked you.
Yeah. There's something a little light and entertaining. I don't know if you've heard it yet.
Yeah, Ken Dillon, if you shove it up his nose far enough.
He's sticking Play-Doh up his nose again.
Well, he said WD can't fix stupid. I says, again, if you shove that hose up his nose a lot far enough.
Don't forget it's flammable too. There you go.
Well, you got your bucket list, your grocery list, your list of things to do. You got a list of all your wishes. That's a wish list, dude. You got your Amazon and Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy too. But I know a list that don't exist, and buddy, so do you. It's the Epstein list. It's a mystery list with a twist. It's a myth of a list that we all dismiss. Be an optimist, not a pessimist. If you wish to persist, it's probably best to forget that list. Now, what were we talking about? I don't remember, but I can sleep a lot better at night. Yeah, life can just go along. Knowing there's 10,000 hours of sunshine and flowers and nobody doing a damn thing wrong. Hear no, see no, damn Bongino cash to tell. Well, I wouldn't want to be a sweating man with bulging eyes. Now tell me them fellas ain't compromised. Any implicated dude will tell you. Anybody on the big list knows just how far the folks in charge will go to keep the status quo. So when the war bell rings, the song that they'll sing is a song that we well know. I-oh. So it's off to war I go. Well, they said they's gonna fix it, but now they're all complicit. They-oh. So it's off to war we go. Send the poor off to war. What else are we for? They-oh.
That's fucking awesome.
I thought that was pretty good.
That's awesome.
Shut up. Okay, there you go. Make sure I got everything else I didn't forget. No, that's pretty much it, brother. That's all I got there. Let's see if we got any real time news. Looked like Japan was getting hit with a tsunami.
I don't
Not a
know.
tsunami, but a typhoon. Well, it's either that or they pissed off Godzilla again this time for real.
I would like to see Godzilla. That would be cool.
I think it'd be awesome. As long as it's not that one where it was the female Godzilla laying eggs in the stadium.
Oh my God, Matthew Broderick version.
Yes. But at least the Japanese got it back. No more American Godzilla movies. Thank you.
I like Godzilla. He was one of the originals.
You know, it would have been too easy. They wanted to push the global warming crap and stuff. Why didn't they use Godzilla? Wasn't that some of his last 70s fights
Yeah.
he had was with the smog monster and
Yeah.
destroyer? But they blew that.
Oh, because back in the 70s it was acid rain, so.
I saw Purple Rain.
Never did. Never was a fan.
Sorry, I had to sneak in late at night so nobody could see me. But I did it for a woman, okay?
Well, no, that's okay. You're allowed
All
that.
right. That's the way it was with Saturday Night Fever, also.
I saw Loverboy. Say no more.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Oh, so they say that AI did some Marco Rubio was what was it? His signature and his voice.
Yeah. Who would have thunk it? If only we could have saw something like that coming.
No, I have to converse with the ones all freaking out. And don't forget, Rock was what was it? Mecha Grockler.
But how are you gonna prove who you are anymore? Are you really you? How do you know you're really you?
Oh, what the fuck was that? Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, yes. Remember? It was they did it by your eyes.
Oh no, you're thinking of the 6th Day,
Was it 6th Day?
where they made clones.
Yeah. No, he put Wesley Snipes put that dude's eyeballs on pencils and held them up to the machine.
Oh, I thought you meant them. Yeah, in the 6th Day, they told you how many times you were cloned by the eyeball. There was,
Oh,
yeah, in your eye there was a little dot every time you were cloned.
no, substance.
But after 6 days, you were supposed to be put down because you'd go nuts. Yeah, it was a weird movie.
But you got to come clean, man. After Resident Evil, do you start noticing birds, checking to see if they have funny eyes?
No, but I don't trust bees.
Hey, it cleared up the bad thing from the 60s from Hitchcock, the birds,
That fucking
where they would
movie,
just randomly attack you.
that freaked me out because we were told not to watch that movie. This is back in the day of this was back in the day of TV, where you had, if you didn't watch it on TV, you had to wait for it to come back
Yeah.
around. So we
And by
snuck
then it
over.
was old.
We snuck to the neighbor's house, and we watched it over there. Oh my God! That very next day, I had getting ready to walk to school, and there was 10 zillion fucking crows lining the power lines, and it's like holy shit. I mean, it was just perfect. Yeah, that was a hard walk to school. 'Cause I
Were they
couldn't tell the
talking to
mother
each
I weren't
other?
gonna go under the birds, because then she'd have known. But I only had to go like a quarter mile before I got to my buddy's house. And then it weren't quite as bad walking with somebody. But them birds were right there. It was just, it was like planned from God. Ha, you defied your mother. Now you're going to pay.
Yeah, but it was a little bit different after watching what was it, the Boston Strangler. It was at 25 cents at the junior high one night. It was the pep club.
I
And then again, hey, it was for the cheerleaders.
didn't like the cheerleaders. They were two good looking ones, but nah, you lose beauty when you open your mouth and you got that fucking attitude. No.
Well, I must have been lucky because most of them were ditzes.
Yeah, I don't.
But
That, to me,
you
personality
could
is
sit,
everything.
if you were nice to them, they could get you up there and you could watch them perform real close and piss off all the other guys.
That would be. That'd be all right.
And then they found out I was in the band.
Now, in my high school, band kids weren't the geeks that the movies portray them as.
Hmm.
Band kids in my school were up there just under the jocks. They were above drama club, at least. I mean,
Yeah. Now you could walk up there and talk to a cheerleader in your band uniform because you're up in the stands on a break getting a Coke, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I gotta be here. I
you got a
gotta do
reason to be
something.
there. Yeah,
Got in trouble for wearing platform shoes in one football game.
I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't chase many cheerleaders. No, I didn't do a whole lot of chasing. I had hooked up with Kelly in high school, and
No, I'm talking junior high.
oh, junior high. Oh Christ.
Yeah, yeah. First time I found out a Dickie was something other than a brand of clothing. You know, it's just like what the fake turtleneck that you put on.
Yeah.
That's a Dickie.
And I still
Well, they're
never
coming
won one.
down on that old communist up there in New York City that's running for mayor.
Is he still a
And,
thing? I thought they bounced him out.
no, not yet.
Because last I knew, everybody and their brother was coming out against him. And probably his own brother.
Wouldn't surprise me. Obama's own brother come out against
Yeah.
him. Still is. So yeah, the wackadoodles are getting fucking antsy, calling for blood and shit, man. They really have no idea what they're saying.
No, they really
That's
don't.
only that's it. That's the only conclusion I can come to right now.
Well, we've conditioned them to be so weak-minded. They're so easily convinced and led.
Doesn't that say a lot? The half trash can shield.
Oh my God, that was my favorite clip. I think just that look. I wish they'd have stopped and zoomed in on his face. That look of amusement. It's like it didn't work. I mean, yeah, the Rubbermaid trash can didn't work.
Yeah. Or when they finally come to and realize they got shot in the face by one of them pepper balls and
Oh,
broke their nose.
oh, that one guy that lost his eye. I mean, he deserved it, but God,
Hey,
that
I'm
still has to
sorry, man.
suck.
Yeah. How many real sporting events have you watched and dude get broken neck or
Yep,
broken back? Oh, Joe Theismann.
yep. But no, they deserve everything they get. But I'm happy with this running the fuckers over in the street. Oh God, they need to. I've been watching a lot more of those, like the Just Stop Oil protesters. They're getting violent now. I mean, it's coming to punches and kicks and
Yeah. Uh, but it's looking like their numbers are dwindling.
well, they've got to because at some point they all can't be retarded. And yes, I'm
Yeah.
using that word because it's just plain retarded to think you're going to get your point across by blocking an ambulance or stopping you from going to work.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
care.
brother, it's the old formula they've used forever. You know, look who Lenin had going in through Russia before he made his entrance into Moscow.
Yeah, if they're talking about you, your point's getting made. I get it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be good talk as long as they're talking about you.
You know, we've had these uprisings probably on the regular, what, every 20 some odd years.
Yeah, but they used to mean something.
Mm-hmm. And somebody was pointing out the term treason. And you know, the last time somebody was really charged with treason, 1952 or 53.
That was
I don't remember. It was a Japanese guy that had worked at a prison camp in Japan during the war, then come back to America. The Rosenbergs were espionage
yeah,
charges.
Rosenberg's was espionage, but there was the Jap was the last civilian, but
Yeah,
the
because
last
Jonathan Pollard back in the 80s, wasn't he in the Navy?
I can't remember. Brown,
Because he was
for
the one
some
giving
reason,
the
Brown
information
sticks
to
in my head.
Israel. Yeah, well, he went when he got out of prison. He went to Israel.
Yes, okay, yes, yes. That's probably what I think I'm who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but I'm, you know,
But
and then they've
again,
got that trumped up one,
I guess my
against that
point was
kid.
it didn't matter if it was a low level nobody that committed treason. Oh, we'll punish him.
Yeah, but that's bureaucracy, man. But
Kind of like Animal Farm. You can't sleep in a
yeah,
bed. Oh, you can't sleep in a bed with sheets.
yeah. Mhm.
But it doesn't matter as long as we keep gaining day by day. Convert some of these idiots back. I don't want to convert you. I just want you to wake up to the bullshit you're spouting, the bullshit you're supporting.
Yeah, take a deep breath for a second here.
I would rather you take to the streets with your signs and your slogans if you're informed, if you know what you're saying. I can respect somebody that stands up for something they believe in, but something that you were just told to say, something they took advantage of your weak mind and instilled it and inserted this into your brain, and now Go to the streets and just go make a fool of yourself.
What Rush Limbaugh call them? Skulls full of mush until
Yeah.
they're about 25.
But
But that's the
nowadays,
ones you
25 is, no, it's more like
hey,
32 now. You know?
probably so. But man, that's Obamacare shit.
Oh,
Got to pass it before you know what's in it.
I'm living in my mom's basement. It's my command center.
Hot pockets.
Ma,
Snack.
meatloaf. Yeah, no, they have no desire to move out, to get out in the world. That was the thing. You didn't start high school without thinking about the future. The day I move out, the day I get a job, the day I can buy my own food, I'll watch what I want on TV. I'm gonna stay up as late as I want.
Hot and cold running women.
Yeah, and then reality hits. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you're too tired to do anything but take a shower, eat supper, and go to bed.
That's if you can afford food.
Yeah, that's when you can afford food. Ramen noodles
I'm
to the
sorry,
rescue.
everybody that should be go along with the what do they call it? Mandatory military service.
Yeah,
Conscription.
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 Yeah,
Yes, 2 years mandatory. I think that would be great. Out of high school, go do you a couple of years, and then you get out. You got some chunk. You got a pocket full of change. You can go to any school you want to start with, and hell, you might even get a break because you did. Hell,
yeah.
the way it used to be. And don't let the government control financial institutions.
Government shouldn't control shit. Except maybe the military. But I don't
Well,
know. I got funny feelings about that.
that's a contract we make as a nation with the person signing up to do military
Yeah,
service. You know that we all agreed on that. That's why. That,
that's why
as a
it
matter of
is. I
fact,
mean, that's why I can say what I
yeah,
want about it, but I'm still gonna do it. But
yeah, you know,
sometimes it's hard to follow a man that's never served. But then again, I kind of don't want to follow a man that's served because he's too set in his ways. Somebody that served like General MacArthur. Do you think he's going to take advice from his chief of staff?
well, but remember, he got kicked out twice.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, but a good general will take the round order and then he takes command of it. It's his.
but
You're
we
you're
haven't had
working
a
for the
good general
general.
in how many years?
Who?
We haven't had a good general in how many years? Or I should say, a
Schwarzkopf,
good general in power. Somebody that could actually,
Schwartz, Schwarzkopf
yeah,
is the
that was how
last one
long
I could
ago?
name. Yeah,
Storm and Norman.
yeah. I'd still like to see General Mike Flynn help Pete Hegseth with, you know.
Yeah. But see, Flynn's a great guy. But he's been kicked down so long. I mean, he
Dude,
didn't
they
wear the
tried to
dress
cancel him.
because he didn't
He
match
was
his shoes to his dress. Come on. He probably
okay.
wore white after Labor Day. That's what it was.
Oh, he was drinking Russian vodka on vacation in the Bahamas.
I could be too.
Well, very reminiscent of Colonel Flagg going there on MASH and finding that red book. What is this book, Commie?
If you take out the third, fourth, and 10th letter.
Man, and can you imagine somebody sitting around somewhere stoned thinking, wow, what if we had like really high tech communism where they were like, floating on those little stools, man.
Wow. You think of weirder shit than I do.
You're telling me, man. I'd say we need to bring back asylums.
I got so high one day, I come up with a great idea. Let's take a clock and shrink it down and put it on a bracelet so you can wear it on your wrist.
No.
Imagine my surprise when I found out it was already done.
Oh, he was looking at that watch, wristwatch you got.
I don't know what I was thinking. We laugh about that to this day. Remember the day you designed a wristwatch? Yeah.
Well, shoot. Yeah. I've seen a couple more people starting to talk about HARP again, but I'm not seeing any updates on those earthquakes either.
um,
Volcanoes.
yeah, that volcano. They said they had hundreds of minor earthquakes registered.
Like the one out there under the water off the, what is it, Washington, Oregon?
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to
It's
forget that
getting
part.
warm. They've made thermal pictures of it and stuff. It's like really cool.
But I can do that in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, but is it as cool as a buffalo running down the roadway with asphalt melting to their hoofs?
Well, my buffalo is smarter than that. They wear shoes. Why do you
I
think they beat
heard
up the
that.
fucking tourists?
No, talk to somebody that will believe you, and it's not me.
Oh shit. All right, what do you think there, brother?
Well, I guess it is about that time.
Go join the cool kids over in Chuck's room. Thank everybody for
Let's do
joining us
that.
one more time.
Thank you, people. Say a prayer for the ones down in Texas and
Please
over in
do.
North Carolina, and hope they don't get hit too hard up there north of me in the plains.
Keep them in your prayers, guys, and say a prayer for America. See you next week.
Stay nice.
Uh oh, what am I doing?